everyone, and welcome back to Barnstable This Morning. We're just about 20 minutes past the top of the hour on this very snowy Friday morning, and joining us now on the phone as we continue our storm coverage, I welcome our Assistant Town Manager, Mark Ells. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So talk to me a little bit. I know that this storm, we just got off the phone with DPW Director Dan Santos, who tells us all the plow crews are out there really working to clear the roads. Of course, Mother Nature working a little bit faster than our plow crews can keep up with. But from the town manager's office, or from from your perspective, tell me a little bit about what the town is doing to respond to this. I know we've got some closures here in town.
Well, certainly communication during an event like this is critical. We want to make sure that our public and our staff all know, what we're doing and where we are relative to road conditions, what facilities are open, and if delayed, then, when they might be opening. So, the town manager and I are in discussions with Dan Santos and Chief of Police and other director-level staff to find out where they are with their facilities and their programs, and certainly during an event like this, what our road conditions are. So,
indeed, and as I witnessed when I was on my way here, road conditions definitely a little dangerous out there. I think more so because the snow is just blowing all over the place, creating some whiteout and really difficult visibility. So I think the advice that we've been trying to give is, if you don't have to go anywhere, stay home.
Yeah, I think that's always good advice during a weather event, and you don't have to be out there most of the time, and if you do, certainly, if it's an emergency, call 911, but try to minimize your travel, certainly until later today. I think it sounds as though, I'm not clear whether they're saying the blizzard conditions will drop off around 11 or around 3. I've heard different reports on when the wind will die down. So as soon as that happens, I think we'll be in much better shape.
Absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about closures. I understand the transfer station is closed. Is that going to be closed all day, or is it opening at noontime like Town Hall is?
It's closed all day, primarily because of wind conditions, and the blowing out there creates some potential hazards for our customers. So anytime when we have certainly sustained winds, where they are with this particular storm or gusts, we will shut the facility down. The municipal facilities right now are scheduled to open at noontime, including the Youth and Community Center, and we expect that all programs as scheduled will be open, and if anything changes from that, we'll be in contact either through you or our web page or Facebook or all the other opportunities we have to communicate with our public.
Indeed, and as you said before, communication certainly is important. Keeping people informed as to what's going on, whether it be those closures or the road conditions, et cetera, is certainly important. And as you mentioned before, you obviously you and Tom Lynch stay in touch with the Chief of Police, with Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency, with our Department of Public Works. How often do you all have like scheduled meetings, or is it just you make sure to kind of keep those lines of communication open so everybody knows what's going on?
Well, our level of communication as we reach various milestones in a storm event heighten and then lessen. So obviously between 3 and certainly by 5 this morning, we have a lot of communication going on because decisions need to be made relevant to opening municipal facilities, conditions of roads, etc., and then what types of communications we want to get out there to the public on those issues. So now there'll be a little lull, and people will, mainly our crews, will be out there trying to get the roads in a condition so that hopefully by sometime after 11 o'clock this morning, things will be much better so that all can just go and commence their day to the degree that the winds will allow us to.
Surely. So, Mark, before I let you go, any advice you have for people, either if they're seeking information or if they're trying to decide whether or not they should head out in the snow?
Well, relative to heading out in the snow, just watch the winds and the road conditions. Certainly, if you don't have to, as you stated earlier, stay off the roads until at least later in the day. And we have many means of communication through Channel 18, through various radio stations. Our website has, on our homepage, has a nice little paragraph on the status of our DPW response to the snow. We have a Facebook page, and you can elaborate on others that I may have missed. So we try to hit all the potential means of communicating. And quite honestly, you can always try calling as well. And typically DPW is staffed, and they can answer questions more specific to road conditions, though. So if you see something out in front of your house on a roadway you've traveled that looks dangerous, don't hesitate to call DPW and 790-6330 and let them know.
Great. Well, Mark, I thank you so much for joining us today. Always a pleasure to talk with you, and stay safe out there. And let's hope the snow stops falling soon, rather.
I think it probably will, and you stay safe as well, Sarah.
Great. Mark, thank you so much, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mark Ells, of course, is our assistant town manager, a former DPW director. As I said to him before we started our conversation, it just wouldn't be a blizzard if I didn't talk to Mark.